Out with Mary on the back foot. Awkward questions about the old pregnancy from Joseph. You're pregnant? You haven't been... No way. Well, how could this have happened then? Two ways. One... Oh, I know. Remember when I was washing in the Sea of Galilee? And I splashed up some spunky... No? Spunky water. What about baby is half God? And everyone went, yeah, right. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. You believe in God? You're wrong. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. You never see that as much when you're famous. Everyone tells you their opinion. You don't ask, but they tell you anyway. And 99% of the time, it's all good. But a few weeks ago, I was writing with Steve Merchant, and we had a break for lunch, and we went to a sandwich shop just in central London. I got my sandwich. I was waiting outside the shop. Steve was still inside, haggling. Oh, Jesus. And I was busy on the phone, texting and that, and people were walking past. And it was fine. They were just going, oh, it's bloke from the office. Oh, yeah. I go, oh, look, it's what's his name? Oh, yeah. You having a laugh? Except one bloke who went like this. I was going, mate, this isn't the telly, I can see you as well. And he didn't come over. But he wanted to let me know that he wasn't impressed with me just because I was off the telly. So I compensated. So he went from Mr. Magoo to this. All right, mate. All right. Sign that for us, will you, mate? Who's it to? Stick it to Johnny, innit? Yep. Johnny, best wishes, Ricky Gervais. Cheers, you win. Cheers. Well done with extras. Cheers. Office was shit. I didn't ask. But he said one nice thing, one not so nice thing. That's life, and I don't, so I had no comeback. I said, oh, I like your shoes. But your glasses make you look like a cunt. They did. They really did. And he was smaller than me. I've never an autograph. I remember when I worked at the Students' Union, we got a royal visit from Princess Anne. And I knew what would happen, and I was totally right. Because I was one of the managers, I had to do the meet and greet. Six others. And she came in, and she went, what's your name? Ricky Gervais. What do you do? I'm the entertainment manager. Oh, good. What's your name? David. What do you do? I'm the bars manager. Oh, good. Down the line and out. And yet, day, all the women in the office were going, oh my God, you're going to meet the princess. Oh my God, what are you going to do? Oh God, what's going to happen? What's the best they thought could happen in that scenario? She's going to come in and go, what's your name? Ricky Gervais. What do you do? I'm the entertainment manager. Wow, this has been fucking brilliant. Do you want a castle? My dad, labourer, all his life, right? Mid-70s, about 1976. He worked on this big construction. It was a headquarters for an American building firm that was coming over to England called Metal Box. And it was big news in the Redden and Berkshire area because it was going to give jobs to like 3,500 people. So it's to be opened by the Queen herself. And knowing this, they had site visits and they had to do all this stuff. And I was telling me they had to build a special standalone toilet, never to be used apart from the Queen's visit, which put an extra £10,000 on budget, which by today's standards is about £80,000. So the day comes, he goes to work, the visit happens, he comes home from work, I went up to him and I go, how did it go? And he went, she didn't even use it. Gutted. I think of all the labourers, they're going, she's going to the toilet, she's going to the toilet. And she goes, I'm off. And I go, no, Queen, built a toilet. Have a quick shit. Proper famous. Recognisable face on the planet Earth, the Queen of England. Must be awful. I mean, just worrying about things like that. Public toilets. I wouldn't. I'd hold it in all day. I hate public toilets. They're the worst places on earth. I don't just mean the ones in town centres underground where you have to get paedophiles and tramps. I mean, you can quite a nice pub, can't you? Velvet seats, oil paintings, white wine, Vivaldi on the jukebox. Oh, good conversation, but of course Kierkegaard was an absolute genius. Just go to the loo. What the fuck? Piss. Just piss everywhere. Who out there has done this? It's an inch of piss. That can't be drips. That would be 1,000 years of drips. Someone in a cravat's coming, fuck it. And so you're in there and you think, oh my God, the inch of... Oh, it doesn't matter on the shoe. Don't let it go through to the sock. I can't stand it. Oh, other people's pissy sock. That's the evening over as far as... Oh my God, and keep your trousers out of it. So you think, oh my God, and what's that? I've got to flush that away. No chain, I've got to go on top of that. What is the... Who's nicking the locks? Who nicks the locks from a cubicle to... Who's so desperate? They go in with a scribe and go, I'm going to build my own toilet one day. That saved £1, and then... Oh, how are they getting away with the toilet seat? Doesn't the barman go, mate, did you come in with that toilet seat? It's ridiculous. So you're in there now, in this hell, in piss, holding your trousers up, holding the lock, not enough hands, holding the door shut. Oh my God. But you can always find some toilet paper. It's used scrundled up into a ball and shoved in the queer hole, making the holes in the sides of... Who makes those? You can see someone so desperate. They've done it through the MDF with their teeth, and there's who invented that? Who went... I love cocks, I hate faces. I'm going to make a hole, and I'll sit there, and someone stick their cock through it, and I'm going to start... Did? How did that get around? How did people know the trick? How did they... Or did someone just go in there innocently, using the urinal, and go... There's a hole in there. Probably my cock, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't know how these things start. I went to school with that guy, right? He was a div kid. No, he was. I talk about him on my other 2 stand-up shows. His name was David Beasley. He's the one that said, if you're captured by cannibals, when they're cooking you in the pot, they show you pornographic pictures so you get an erection and there's more meat to go round. Oh. But he told me a very funny story as well. There was a scandal in this sort of neighbourhood. A guy a few doors away from him that was older than him, an older boy, had done for lewd behaviour. He was cottaging. He was a gay guy. And he'd gone down to this public toilet in Cemetery Junction, which is an area of Reading. And he'd gone to this cubicle, got the hole there, and he was waiting. People were coming in and out. He waited for ages, and eventually someone came in. Cock comes through. Oh! He grabbed it. They can't get away then. I guess. I've never tried it. He sucked him off. What do you think he was going to do? Play London's Burning? Of course. This dental floss is big. Of course he's going to... So, he got him. He sucked him off. When they both went outside, his dad... Oh. All Colgate in the world would never get rid of that, would it? Oh. Each one of them blabbed that around town. Hi, honey, I'm home. Good day. Yeah, I saw Toby. How was he? He was all right. The admin block of the student union I worked in, there was a dodgy toilet there. It was the second floor toilet. So you walked in there, and 2 blokes would go and just walk out like that. I kept going in there. But we, as the management, decided to sort of clear it up. We put a couple of stewards on the door to try and sort of kill the scene, and we painted all the graffiti. And so it was this lovely toilet for about 1 day. Then a new group moved in, right? And I'm this bit of graffiti on this beautiful white, pristine wall. It's a bit of marker pen. Someone had gone in. Think of someone going in and writing this. All it said was, I fuck your wife while you watch. Interested, question mark. No. I fuck your wife while you watch. Interested? Then his telephone number. Now, I don't know if that business venture ever took off. But I would love to see him pitch that to the Dragon's Den. A hell of an episode, wouldn't it? Just that weird, bald presenter fellow that lives downstairs. Can I go?
Next contestant needs £4 for marker pens. Remember, he must get the full amount.
Duncan Ballantyne, what exactly is your business? Married? Aye. Does your wife enjoy sex? Aye. Do you like watching stuff? Aye. Just to let you know where I am. I'm out. I will tell you one final thing before I go. Don't worry, toilet related. When I first moved in with my girlfriend, 20 odd years ago, our first flat together, it was a horrible place. It was in King's Cross, and it was area King's Cross, a seedy road, seedy block, horrible little thing. It was a rip-off, but it's all we could afford. It was one room, just one room, but it had like a little kitchenette area. So what we decided to do, we moved the single bed into there, so we had a lounge. It was like a one-bedroom flat. So at night, we're in this big. The bed literally just fit in. I had to scrape it down the wall to get it in, and it came the doorway a bit, and in bed, I could open the fridge. The fridge was there, the cooker was there, and the sink was there, okay? No toilet. The toilet was a share with all the other flats in the block, and it was 2 floors down. What wins in the middle of the night when I need a wee? Do you know what I mean? Putting on trousers and going outside, just pop into the sink. That one. And I remember 20 odd years ago, Jane in a sleepy state saying, well, at least take the dishes out first. I didn't. I used to get hold of the bucket and lift them all up and wee straight down the plug hole. You've been fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much for... You don't get an encore in any other profession, do you? If a builder does a good job and he leaves, you go, come back. What? Back. What? All right. Good job I left a bit. Talking about rumour and gossip and stuff, and I don't buy it. I read something about someone, I go, well, that's interesting, and I think it might not be true. And so I never pass it on. I never pass on sort of small talk and gossip. But I witnessed this. I think I can share this with you. Me and my girlfriend went along to the final 6 of the X Factor last year. And it's in a studio in Wembley. And we got there, and we were greeted by this bloke with a headset and a clipboard. He went, hi, Ricky, thanks for coming. For fuck's sake. I said, can I just go right at the back? He went, yeah, sure. Went at the back with the other celebrities. So it was fine. We were right at the back with my girlfriend there, me was there. About a yard away, Tarrant and his daughter. And in front of them, Aldo Zilli, the chef, and his wife. And they stand you up when each act comes on, and you clap. That's it. But I don't know if Chris and Aldo had met before that evening, but they were getting on like a house on fire. They were, honestly, Aldo kept looking round, Chris was making him laugh, they were standing up, they were dancing along. Chris had his best sort of lilac jacket on, he's pushed it right up to those like that. Yeah. And Ben did a cocker number, and Chris was sort of doing the actions, and Aldo was turning around and laughing. They were, oh, bless them. And it really is live, so in the ad break, nothing happens really. The judges get good, well, Simon does, and the warm-up man was going into the audience, keep used. And on the night I was there, he's every week, but he was saying, has anyone got any questions for judges? And he went, little girl there with her hand up. How old are you, darling? 7. What's your name? Sarah. What's your question? For Simon. Simon, why do you smoke? Good question. Yes, Simon, why do you smoke? The girl's going, really, why do you smoke? And Simon, smoking's good for you, dear. And they went, oh, God, oh. He went, back in 3, 2, 1, okay? Next ad break, he goes, lady there with her hand up. What's your name? Emma. From Essex. What's your question? Simon, will you marry me? And Simon went, why not? And they were, oh. Okay, as he was walking back, Louis Walsh just tap his arm, like that. Show him something. And he went, Chris Tarrant's got a question. Back in 3, 2, 1. And me and my girlfriend looked at her and we thought, brilliant. Sometime before the show, Louis Walsh and Chris Tarrant, they got together. Chris is going to ask a question. It's going to be a cheeky question to the judges. They're going to love it. The audience love it. They're going to carry him down the street and he's going to be back. So, third ad break. He goes, Chris Tarrant in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. No, it was loud. I can't do 1,000 people. So he went, right, Chris went, yeah. He went, questions for Sharon Osbourne. You obviously married a very intelligent, articulate man in Aussie, as far as he gets. Because Sharon thinks he's going to have a go. So it goes like this. People are looking over it and goes, you obviously married a very intelligent man. Sharon puts her head up like that, looks and goes, fuck you, Tarrant. Everyone went, what? He went, no, listen. No wonder your wife left you, you cunt. I was like this. Kid, mum, what did she called him a silly biscuit. That means a silly biscuit. Does it? Cunt. No, it don't say that word. It doesn't mean biscuit. Don't. And Louis is going, no, shut up. You go, no, fuck him. He's going fucking back and forth. And we think it must have been Louis' idea, because he was going, sorry, I'm sorry. Like that, right? And they're back and forth, going, what happened to church? You bang. She was like, Old Testament God. And he was going, listen, he said, oh, your hubby for 25 years. I'm not having a bloody go. Back 2-1. The last act comes out, everyone stands up, apart from Chris, who is like this. What happened there? I've just been mauled. I've been humiliated. I feel like putting the sleeves down. Now it goes over to ITV2 with Ben Shepherd, the results show. And Chris is booked on that show. He's doing his thing. His mind's probably not on it. Everyone was talking about time. People going, what happened there? You can have a go. Did he start off wrong? Did she take him on? She's a history. What went on? What was it going to be? Come back out for the results show, and we're all there waiting for it. I look over, 4 empty seats. Oh, fuck. About 30 seconds to go before it went live. They all came out, sit down, okay? One stands up. This time, apart from Karen, who's still like that. And now his daughter's like that as well. First ad break, Sharon Osbourne gets the mic, and she goes, I'd like to apologise to all the mummies and kiddies in the audience for my awful, awful language. But when someone belittles a loved one, we're like lionesses, aren't we? She gets a round of applause. I look at Chris, he goes, this is bollocks. Don't tell anyone that. You've been fantastic. It's great to, as I say, be in London. I ended the regional tour with at the castle, at Edinburgh Castle, and I was really worried about that because there was 1,000 people, and people going, oh, he shouldn't be at the Fringe, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get a real slugging when the reviews come out. But they were all great, apart from one. I got a 3-star review from Kate Copstick. She didn't think I was that great, and she should know, she's worked with the Chuckle Brothers. So it's like a dagger heart when a comedy icon like her slags you off, you know what I mean? Particularly she looks so like Sid Little in drag. I was worried about these gigs, you know. I thought, oh, coming to London. And yet the first day, the reviews were great. And one paper said, the most talked about comedian of the decade. And I thought, wow. I was flat. I thought, most talked about comedian of the decade. I was thinking, that can't be true. I was thinking, no, I'm the second most talked about comedian of the decade. If they ever find a dead bloke in my pool with a chair leg up his arse, I might... And then I'm happy with the number 2 slot. Not a euphemism. But I started and ended the regional tour in Scotland. The first gig I did back in January was Glasgow, and I had Glasgow so wound about Edinburgh being the capital. I shouldn't have brought it up. But they wanted to come and storm the castle. They wanted to get in their cars and go and storm the castle. Old-fashioned style, you know what I mean? Like Frankenstein's monster. Ooh, get him out, ooh. I always Frankenstein's monster like the 19th century equivalent of the local paedophile. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember that name and shame campaign the tabloids did a few years ago, where they showed pictures of all the paedophiles they knew, and they go, there's one near you, and people go, yeah, there's one near me, yeah. A paedophile. There's a bloke in the park, park keeper, he's a paedophile. To such an extent, Portsmouth, an angry mob burnt down the house of a paediatrician. And they said, well, he had a plaque outside. Huh? Do paedophiles have plaques made?
Could he fit? Established 1979.
My friend said, oh, you start the tour in Scotland, they hate the English. I went, that's a cliche. He went, no, it's true. Also, it's true that all Scottish people are just alcoholics. I went, bollocks, loads of them are smackheads as well now. You've been fantastic, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.